Hey guys, and welcome back to Scotty Knows. Thank you for tuning in. Again, just going to do another little quick episode for the Del Sol. I have been actually going under, checking some other loose bolts and everything, and there's a few things I need to fix. They're kind of stripped. In between videos, I have been kind of playing with my four-wheeler. Going to be going riding soon. Added some Nerf bars, the heel guards. Didn't have those originally. As you can see, all my OEM parts for that. Some of the stuff I've been working on for the Del Sol. Naturally, the transmission T-bracket bolts or the holes stripped in the transmission. So I went ahead and kind of got a jump start and got the T-bracket loose. I'm going to try to get that out of there. Then I got me a somewhat of a Time Cert kit here, not Time Cert brand, but some good threads. Everything should kind of line up in there and should fit pretty good, no problem. So I got the bolts for those. Everything should screw on here, no problem, once I get those set in. So you'll see that. So what I'm going to do is hop back under the car, go ahead and grab my drill. I'm going to use the drill, tap everything out. I should have access with my drill, and then should be able to get this insert and then tighten up that T-bracket. So let's hop under the car and get started. Alright guys, so actually the next day here, I actually got the motor mount moved out the way. I'm actually going to have to try to tap both of these holes with my drill. Hopefully it'll fit up in here. Shouldn't be a problem. But one thing to get this thing moved out of the way is I had to remove the heater core hose that connects to the firewall. That way I can get some access to get this out of the way to access the hole. So I got my drill ready. I got the depth set. So I'm going to try to tap these, drill them out, and then I'll re-tap them, and then hopefully get the thread inserts in there and get everything tight. So let me get started.
Sun rays never old, top off, wind blowing, story never told. Cruising down the avenue, streets like a maze, jungle of concrete haze, blazing my praise. Kick scuff, CD skip, space bump, yeah hits. Only mixtape, beats fresh on legit. Del Sol gliding, slide through the day. More than a ride, my escape my way. Honda Del Sol, gleaming in the light, paint so bright, shining through the night. Honda Del Sol, roof fades away, freedom in the wind, nowhere else I'd stray.
Alright, so I got everything blown out. I got the hole drilled. So now I'm going to use a counter bore. Kind of set a little bit of an angle here so the thread insert has a place to sit in there. So let me grab that and we'll get started.
Seats torn, but we roll, laugh till we cry. Windows down, feel alive, no need for sky. Cityscape, the backdrop, wheels hum a tune. Echoes of the past dance under the moon. Joyriding real fine in this whip of mine.
Alright, so this is going to be a pain due to limited room, but I got my tap here. It is an M14 by 150. So hopefully we'll get it in.
Saying I'm on cloud nine, simple machine, but the feeling profound. Lost in emotion, never wanting to be found. Forward riding real fine in this whip of mine. Memories on replay, saying I'm on cloud nine. Simple machine, but the feeling profound. Lost in emotion, never wanting to be found. Foot on the pedal, engine purring like a cat. Street lights flicker, music drowning the chat. More than metal and wheels, it's my trusty steed. Adventures await, fulfilling every need. With the will and every need.
Alright, so everything is drilled out. I got everything tapped. Everything's blown out. So now I'm ready to apply the insert. I'll put a little bit of thread locker on it and then I'll screw it in.
Honda Del Sol, gleaming in the light, paint so bright, shining through the night. Honda Del Sol, roof fades away, freedom in the wind, nowhere else I'd stray.
Alright, so I got the new inserts in. Everything's good, so now's the moment of truth. I'm going to drop this mount down and see if I can thread the bolts. Alright, so bolts are in nice and tight. Got the rest of the mount hooked up here, so we're good to go. So while I'm under here, I'm actually going to disconnect the shifter linkage here as well. I got a new one that's made for the B series in a Del Sol by Innovative. I've used a few of their things before, pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and get this off, see what else I need to work with, get some new bushings and all that goodness, and we'll be good to go.
Honda Del Sol, gleaming in the light, flame so bright, shining through the night. Honda Del Sol roof fades away. Freedom in the wind.
All right, so next day here, a little bit of inclement weather we're having, starting to sprinkle a little bit. But now that I got the shift linkage down, I also have the coolant hose back on. So yesterday, I actually was able to get the coolant bled through the radiator and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to try to tackle today, so I don't take the whole car cover off, is get that wheel off, because I'm going to try to take off the knuckles so I can actually do the wheel hub. So I do have some tools sitting up in the garage. I'm going to grab a couple of those, hopefully get that off before it starts raining. So let me get those together and let's get dry. All right, so I got the wheel off. So what I'm going to actually do is remove the brakes here, get those off to the sides, get this caliper off. Got to get my socket for the axle nut, and then move everything out the way and proceed to get things removed.
Seats torn, but we roll, laugh till we cry. Windows down, feel alive, no need for sky. Cityscape a backdrop, wheels hum a tune. Echoes of the past dance under the moon. Joy riding real fine in this whip of mine. Memories on replay saying I'm on cloud 9. Simple machine, but the feeling profound. Lost in the motion, never wanting to be found. Foot on the pedal, engine purring like a cat. Street lights flicker, music drowning the chat. More than metal and wheels is my trusty steed. Adventures await, fulfilling every.
All right, so just to show, probably hard to see. I shouldn't do that. So let me get some gloves. This thing turned out to be pretty dirty. I'll get some gloves on and we'll get the rest of the stuff off.
Engine purring like a cat. Street lights flicker, music drowning the chat. More than metal and wheels is my trusty steed.
Man, so I actually went to go put the nut on here. This thing just flops around. This thing is no good. Luckily I got a new steering rack, a whole complete steering rack inside. I'm gonna put on, just waiting for a few more pieces so I can hook up some parts. But yeah, this thing's about shot, but I'm replacing that, so soon.
Scotty knows, built the Del Sol from rags to riches. Engine purring right at low in the city. We ditching ditches, greased up, fingers wrenching, hand tune that flow. Honda dream, speed fiend, ignition's about to blow. V10 kicking tires, gripping streets, we scorch. Pipes singing, hear that roar like a beast, a chain of course. Scotty's magic.
All right, so I got the whole assembly out. I'm gonna get ready to just clean it up a little bit, see what I can get. Then I'll start getting out the hub here. And should be good. I'm gonna take it to the shop press and see if I can get that to work. All right, so opposed to me going to the press just to knock this out since I'm already outside, I'm just gonna use an oversized socket. Get it lined up on the hub there and knock it through. Should have enough room to pull it through. So it should be pretty simple.
Transforming classic rice from scrap yard to street art. Pulled a heist on the spice. Honda Del Sol, breathing fire, cruising loud. Built by a master, hands dirty and proud. Pedal to the metal, horizon skyline we chase. Scotty knows the code, fast life we embrace.
So it's unfortunate the race came off with that, and I think the only way to really get that off is to cut it. So might be a little delayed in getting it back on. So I'm probably gonna have to order a new hub here. So yeah. And so far these screws are coming out pretty easy with my impact driver. I'm not sure if it'll work for this last one. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh shit. Yeah, usually I don't have any luck with those screws, so I'm definitely gonna find some new ones to put back in. But next I'm gonna tackle the snap ring here, which I do have my snap ring pliers. So I'm gonna get this out and hopefully get this over to the press and get this old bearing out. Alright, so this snap ring's been a pain in the butt. I finally got it loose, but I had to hit it a couple times with the sledgehammer and a little punch just to get it kind of broken loose. So I'm gonna see if I can pry it out.
Manual transmission, gear shift precision. Every drive a mission, chase the dream with precision. Skyline kings, Del Sol's ride smooth. Engines hum, a meditative groove. Custom rims, paint so fresh gleam. A CC turbo boost, speed demon, never ceases. Scotty's craft.
Alright, so that was kind of a pain in the butt, but I got that snap ring out. Now I should be able to take this over to the press. I'm going to clean this out a little bit, but take it over to the press. See if I can get this thing pressed through.
Mechanical witch, weaving speed and style, right in the pitch. Neon underglow, city nights flashing bright. Quarter-mile battles, victory in sight. Built, not bought, horsepower in our soul. On these streets, Scotty's legacy rolls.
Alright, so don't mind my wood. Did have to even it out somehow. But I got the old bearing out. I got the other one actually in the freezer, which should make it a little bit easier to go in. So what I'm going to do is just kind of clean this up a little bit, and then see if I can get that in. Alright, so prepared to install the new bearing. Straight out the freezer. I did go with the Koyo. Anyways, we're going to get this thing set up. I got the knuckle in here, so we're going to go ahead and get that slid in. I did put a little bit of grease in there to help it slide down, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alright, so new bearing is in. Everything went kind of smooth. I had to make a couple of adjustments on my press just to kind of raise it up a little bit. But hub bearing is in. I'm going to wipe it dry a little bit in there from the moisture from it being cold. And then I'm going to get that snap ring in, and then we should be good.
Built the Del Sol from rags to riches, engine purring, riding low in the city. We ditching ditches, greased up fingers, wrenching hand tune that flow. Honda Dream Speed Fiend, ignition's about to blow.
Alright, so the snap ring went in a lot easier than it came out, that's for sure. But the ball joint seems to be in good shape. Everything's pretty good. I'm going to find some screws for that. Also, I just ordered a new hub assembly, so at least that way it can come in. I don't have to worry about getting the race out and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be new. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about, while I'm waiting, go ahead and cleaning this up. But my goal is to push out some more content, so this will probably be it for this video. But in the next video, I'm going to actually get the hub bearing in, or the hub in, and then I'll go ahead and get the shifter in. I got some parts coming in with that, as well as the new manual steering rack, so stay tuned for that. I think that's going to do it for this episode of Scotty Knows. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you to you guys who've subscribed, and commented, all that good stuff. So feel free, like, subscribe, comment. It does motivate me to get more content out for you guys, which is why I'm pushing this video out a little bit earlier. Typically, I like to finish a project, though I did have to order some parts, so it's taking a little bit of time to come in. But I did get the new hub bearing in. That's a step in the right direction. Again, I got the new manual steering rack coming in, just waiting for a couple more parts from Honda so I can make sure it links up correctly, just like I did with the red Del Sol and the steering rack over there. I do have some more videos coming out for that, though I have some more parts to order for that. So too many projects, and it's a one-man operation. So again, I appreciate all of you guys who've liked, subscribed, commented. Please stay tuned for the next episode, and until then, peace.
That kicking, tires gripping, streets we scorch, pipes singing, hear that roar like a beast unchained, of course. Scotty's magic, no static, transforming.